feels like home to some people, like their local market to others, but it's something that definitely adds to our community. My name is Karen Korbalek, and I am the food bank manager. When I came to the island, I was visiting, and I came and volunteered with a friend who was a volunteer at the food bank. And when I saw this organization and saw the commercial kitchen, I just lit up. I oversee the operations of the food bank, from purchasing to distribution and client relations and volunteer recruitment and so on.
So my name is Kelly Finkley, and I'm the AmeriCorps Vista through Harvest Against Hunger for the Gleaning Program at Good Cheer.
My name is Camille Green, and I am the garden manager. So my job here is all across the board. It's a lot of different hats to wear because I jump between farmer, fundraiser, volunteer coordinator, nonprofit manager. So it's a lot of different things to manage, but it feels really good.
We operate as if we're playing store. So when people come into the food bank, we greet them as if they're coming in to do their shopping, which they are. They're coming in to do their shopping, and so I think that a person's dignity is served when they have the choices that come out with the food that they're shopping for. They have their own needs and wants. We share it, we swap recipes. It's a very personable place.
Since 2009, we've been growing food for the food bank. Everything that's grown in this garden just gets processed and bagged up front and then walked right into the food bank, go into our walk-in coolers, and then gets distributed out to food bank clients. For me, the Good Cheer Garden is really more of a community gathering place with our volunteers there. We try to landscape it, we grow a lot of flowers there, we try to make it a welcoming place for people to come hang out. And I think that that's really huge. I've had a lot of food bank clients say that walking up and seeing people in the garden harvesting food and then going inside and seeing all the fresh produce makes them feel more human than they've ever felt at a food bank before. Sometimes when it's really busy in the lobby or in the food bank, people have to wait to do their shopping. They come out and hang out and walk around and just check things out, pick some flowers, run around. It feels really good to provide that for the community. And it does produce a lot of food, which is also very valuable. Every Wednesday we have a volunteer work party from between 9 and 4, and people show up at any point in that time, ranging in age from 2 to 90, and just do what they can. Some people stay for a half hour, some people stay the whole day. It just really depends. And over the years we've really developed kind of our own community of volunteers who come every single time without fail and don't really need any supervision at this point. Every Wednesday morning we'll harvest anywhere from 100 to 400 pounds of produce depending on what we have out right now. So there's always a lot of packaging that needs to go into it, and that's people hang out and bag greens. Well, I think you can grow a lot of food on a pretty small amount of land. I know the fence line at the Good Cheer Garden is a ½ acre, but we've done between 5,000 and 9,000 pounds of produce every year. I think people get kind of intimidated by the idea of gardening and growing food, but it's easy. Once you get the basics, it's all very, very easy and doesn't need to cost a lot of money. I would just encourage anyone, if you have a little bit of space, to just go for it. If you've got cement, do raised beds. They're not that hard to build. You just need to build a box out of wood that has no bottom and no top. If you have a little bit of land that you can dig up, go for that too. You really don't need a lot of equipment. Those initial ideas are really important to just put out there and talk to your executive director or whoever you report to, and then talk to as many people in the community as well. Just talk about it. I mean, that's really how Good Cheer started too. It's just a random conversation, that's a random idea that someone in the community threw out, and then all of a sudden there's a garden. Someone's going to be interested. This space right here is much bigger, and I manage it like a farm. Like I said, at Good Cheer we have a bunch of smaller garden beds that are about 25 feet by 3 or 4 feet, and here our beds are 130 feet long with just dirt pathways that we hoe, and I use machinery and equipment.
Throughout the year, Good Cheer sees a lot of different processing techniques. Mondays we do our grocery rescue, and that's a really key component of what we get through the food bank as far as variety is concerned, because of course we have our garden, but the different variety that the grocery stores offer is pretty important for our clients to see. There's all sorts of different quality that comes through. Of course, none of it's perfect. The stuff that's not good enough will change into fruit smoothie bags for soft fruits that are too poor quality. We can use any produce that is excess and not good enough quality compared to the produce we currently have, and use that in our soup stock, which is super important. And then as well, since we do have such a big garden and a ton of harvest coming through, we're able to do things like tomato sauce or canned whole tomatoes, pickles from the different cucumbers that we have.
Now, whether they have a home or they're homeless, it doesn't matter. If they're living in South Whidbey, they can just come in and shop.